Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Reborn series, starring Septimus Brutus here. You guys will have noticed I have changed up Septimus's look here, gone for more of a Republic look here. I'm liking it a lot. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Anyways, let's roll right back into it, guys. Been a couple of days since I recorded the series, but I'm glad to be back again doing it for you guys. Let's go ahead and thank the channel members first of all. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. Thank you guys so much for those channel memberships. If you guys would like to become a channel member, get some exclusive perks, and also get a shout out at the beginning and end of all videos, go ahead and click that channel member button. The only reason I ask people actually to do that, because y'all know I don't ask for likes or subscriptions, is because I would like to add in more of the viewers into the series, you know, whether it be as companions or in the form of naming towns after them. Having said that, let's go ahead and roll right into this. We do have quite a bit of influence here, but it's not quite enough. We have about 8% support for declaring war on the Swaby. I would like to get enough influence to maybe try and sway that so that we could actually start fighting again, because we have been at peace for a little while now, and that needs to change. So, mainly going to be focusing on building up influence in this episode. Let's see here. The old guard. Nah, we're not going to release him. Is he still in my party? Don't believe he's in my party. No, he's not in my party. Okay. Cool. Is he in one of my settlements then? I'm not sure. Oh, yes. Another thing that I have to introduce to you guys. I have made Praetorian horse guards. You're welcome. Enough said. They're quite powerful. Nice little addition to the playthrough. And maybe I'll actually get to show you guys them in this episode, hopefully. Gonna start off fighting some Barbari here. Nice little roll into the episode. Get all warmed up again. Man, I just absolutely love the art in this mod. It's amazing.
I'm in command.
All right, so let's separate off our Velites here. Looks like it's going to be bridge battles, so let's go ahead and bring the archers back here. Put them in loose formation. There we go. Cavalry not going to be super useful in this episode, or in this battle. And we may need to readjust the Velites here. I think I saw some guys with shields in here. Yeah, I do see some guys with shields in here. Do not need Praetorians or anybody else in here. That looks to be all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, perfect. We are back to our regular setup here. We'll go ahead and stack the infantry up right here in a little testudo, if you will. And then we will go ahead and start the battle. I have increased my riding skill, and I have actually upped my tier of horse here. So now we are using a much better horse, a Midlands Palfrey, rather than the shitty workhorse we were using before. I hope you all enjoy this new look. I feel like it's something different. You know, you got to change it up once the series gets to a certain point. You want to change up the way you look, and I went for the pretty much the all white look. The white, the brown, and the blue looks very clean indeed. This is the whitest shield that I could find. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything else. But let's roll right into this battle here. Veteran Archer Auxilia is killing quite a few here. Hopefully getting some good upgrades for those soldiers there. All right, let's see here what happens. All right, that is right about the point where we want to open up with the Velites. And there go the Pila. Pila are not being super effective right now, but they do have 6 of them each, so they should. Yep, there we go. There comes the Pila kills. All right, let's go and pull those guys back, and we will engage the infantry. And I'm going to go and actually dismount and fight here. I love the little Gladius flip. So cool. Oh, looks like they're already running. We'll go ahead and farm our Pila skill here. Very nice indeed. The more XP we can gain, I need to actually start fighting on foot and throwing my Pila more. Because the more Pila XP we gain, the better we'll become at throwing, and then the easier it'll be to gain XP for those later levels. As you can see, we gained a little bit of skill there. Very nice indeed. Another trained Velite is going up, another veteran Velite is going up, and oh, we have another Aquila Cohortes. Very nice indeed. Sorry, my eye is very itchy right now. There we go. All right, let's see here. I either want to look into starting a war with the Dryadic tribes, or I want to start a war with the I practiced saying this a second ago. The Swabagistas. There we go, Swabagistas. We're just gonna call them the Swabi. But they're not the Dryadic. Well, I guess they are Dryadic, but the Dacians here, they have some nice little castles over here that I would love to be able to take control of. And if we did start a war with them, I feel like it'd be fairly easy to start expanding, especially over here. And especially if we use our own armies here. Let's go ahead and start up an army here. Now, initiating this will make us lose quite a bit of influence. So I would like to be able to take Sajestica and then maybe a castle over here or something like that. If you all watched the first playthrough, I actually started a town up over in here or something like that. Yeah, I believe I moved these two cities and put a town right here. So we will wait for the army to assemble here. Actually, kind of a cheaty little way to gain influence is to put your clan members in your own army. It's kind of funny. She is making her way over here. She has quite a long run to do. We are at peace with everyone. We did gain 2 towns in the, I think it was the last episode. Yeah, the last episode, I think we gained 2 towns. So it'd be nice to gain another castle over here, especially with Patavium being so close and Musham Castle. It'd be nice if we could take Sajestica and then Norea. We don't want to start 2 wars at once, though, so I would like to focus on fighting these guys. All right, our party is making its way over here. We can also go ahead and stop in here, and these guys will pick up some more recruits. And we can also go meet her halfway there. I believe my party is full. Yes, we are full. All right, Praetorian veteran upgrading there. Some more Velites upgrading. Okay, now we have our first horse guard. I will be able to show you guys what that looks like in just a second. So they have the Praetorian shield. Very nice. Pretty much this same armor. They just have an Imperial lance and a Spatha instead of a Gladius. No throwing weapons. They are just a horse unit, so they don't really need any throwing weapons. Giving them throwing weapons kind of it kind of cripples their ability to fight as a horse soldier, you know? Like they're just going to be focusing on skirmishing rather than, and we actually have a pretty decent sized army here now. They focus on skirmishing rather than charging in and using their actual weapons. All right, so I believe we can just take hostile action here, raid the village, continue, and then that starts the war, and we can come over here. We are at minus 102 influence, so that's not exactly great for us, but the stronger we can make the Roman Empire, and we are quite strong. We're actually almost as strong as the Swabi, so if we take over some of these Dryadic territories, it looks like they're actually trying to form an army here. I can actually chase that guy back into the castle. And we will start besieging this castle here. Let's go for trebuchets. We'll do some trebuchets first. And then I may swap it to the catapults here. We'll go ahead and build 3 of those though. We do have some skill points to allocate on Alea. She is quickly becoming a very, 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 very good leader here. So probably be the first real governor that I appoint. We need her to get to 200 skills so that she is able to actually start, or 200 stewardship skills so she's actually able to start doing things with that. All right, looks like they got one catapult created here. We should be able to take on this Swaby with little to no issue here. This is decently fast building. I have to remember that I'm only on 3 times speed. Not enough influence. Oh, okay, so I can't actually increase the influence if I'm at negative influence, but it'll turn around rather quick, especially after we win this first battle. I don't like having to start the wars myself. I wish the actual empire would just start the war by themselves, but generally they don't, so we can't. We'll go ahead and queue up a 4th. I guess we'll keep a catapult there because we can't queue up anything else. I would like to get the where is it here? Oh yeah, fire versions. Yeah, this skill is very good. I like to be at 150 by the end of the siege, hopefully. We are losing a little bit of gold, but that's okay. We've done a decent amount of empire management here. All right, very nice. I may end up promoting one of my companions to be a lord and giving them the Empirus settlement over there that I have control of. I think it's Empirus. Yeah, Empirus. I might give them that settlement. That settlement does make quite a bit of money for us, though. So I may not want to do that quite yet. We will wait for this stuff to be deployed. We are almost done building it here. And we're getting back to that point of no longer being negative. Looks like we got 2 parties behind us. Ooh, rebels and Anaconda have risen against their lord. That may be quite useful for us. And this catapult should build relatively quickly. And again, we can't increase the cohesion because we're at negative influence. Did they destroy that? Okay, no, they didn't. They almost did, though. The trebuchet should be able to easily take care of this. Oh, that did destroy the onager. Okay, we'll go ahead and put all 3 of these out, though. We'll go ahead and build an onager here. Yeah, the trebuchets just really wreck any kind of defenses they have. Yeah, look at that there. I love it. And we'll get this catapult up here. I don't think we actually need to go for proper... They do have 11 days of food, so yeah, I guess we should go for some proper siege equipment here. Go ahead and build that stuff up right now. We're going to need to preserve this army for quite a while. Okay, we gained a level. Very nice. I am going to put that point maybe into riding or maybe into athletics. I would like the athletics to be a bit better. I would also like polearm to be a bit better too. Throwing being better would also be useful considering we have... Yeah, let's go and dump that point into throwing. We need to get that attribute up. It's been low for a very long time. We are almost done with that first siege tower. All right, well, the walls have been cracked, so I guess having the siege tower is kind of pointless. I guess we could move that to reserve. Yeah. All right, well, we cracked both of the walls here. Yeah, well, let's move all the siege equipment into reserve here. We'll go ahead and just lead an assault. Now, the reason that you put the siege equipment back is because there's literally holes in the walls. So it should be quite easy for us to pour on through those gaps. All right. We have a couple of archer groups. I would like to just have one archer group. That would be nice. Yep, there we go. 37 archers there. Stack these guys up on the left side and we'll put them in loose formation there. All right. Gonna put those guys there. Okay, we really only need 2 infantry groups there. So let's go ahead and get 2. We'll get rid of this other infantry group. There we go. 1 and 3. I like it. Very nice. And they're evenly split, which is also good. Need to fix that there. There we go. Oh. little bit too far. Okay, there we go. Yep, and we can apply some of these guys as hero troops here. And we'll apply Septimus as hero troop as well. All right, so we have 2 formations of men. We'll send 1 through the right side, and we will send 1 through the left side. And we'll put the archers relatively in the middle. Let's go and ready up here. All right, they should hold position now because we have moved them. Should be some guys going to get on the catapult over there. Okay, looks like we are already shooting here. All right, let's go ahead and bring the archers up first. Oh, that did not quite work there.
Get moving! Move!
We'll put the archers in the middle there. Very nice. Here come the catapults there. Very nice. All right, let's bring up 1 group of infantry here. And we will bring up 1 on the other side. Very good. I'd like to see if that trebuchet could actually hit some of these guys in here. It looks like it's fairly well lined up. The archers are going to take a couple of losses here, but they're going to kill way more than they lose. All right. The infantry is moving forward here. We only have 250 to deal with here. All right, let's stack these guys up here. Put them in shield wall. Very nice. Put those guys in shield wall over there. We want them to press up together here. All right, let's go ahead and dismount the horse here. And we will tell them to engage. We'll go ahead and throw our throwing weapons first here into them. A little bit high on that one. They should start pressing forward to fight me here. Ouch. All right, looks like I'm out there. Engage, boys. Engage. Okay, very nice. Some of these guys might go to the wrong spots, but that's okay. They should be able to break through here fairly easily. Should start pouring in through here. Let's go ahead and get involved here. We haven't done enough fighting in this series. We need to get involved more. Oh, that's a Falksman. Okay, we need to be careful of that guy. He can do a lot of damage to us. Ooh, I'm getting hit from behind here. Need that Foxman to die. Also need the... Ooh, he knocked me out. Okay. Well, that happened. We can get a nice view of the battlefield here. Looks like we really pushed through on the left very easily. We should start overwhelming these guys quite quickly. Shouldn't lose too many men here. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they are slowly pushing them back, and they have broke them. We'll go ahead and watch the end here as we are slaughtering these Dacian scum. And that is going to be pretty much all she wrote there, guys. It's like they just got 1 guy remaining, probably an archer up in a tower somewhere. There we go. That is all she wrote. 35 influence gained back. Very nice. And some of our clan members will actually receive influence there, so that will also help out our cause. Go ahead and keep upgrading those guys. Very nice. And we'll get some Praetorian Horse Guard here for you guys. We'll get those guys going. I wish I could have... probably should have split off the Velites and had them do some skirmishing first. But that's okay. Praetorian Horse Guard looking very sexy indeed. We're still -8 on the influence. That's okay, though. Alea gained a bunch of leadership points there. That's very good. I gained some charm skill. Very nice indeed. And we're going to actually end up with positive influence. And we will claim this as our own fief. Let's go ahead and manage the castle here. Let's see who does the best job. 3.25% does look like the best here. And we will go ahead and leave the castle here, and then we'll move to rebuild it. And then we'll get a move on recohesing the army, if that's a word. Let's see here. We should be able to rebuild the settlement. Maybe not. Maybe we'll have to wait a bit. Maybe because there's a governor in here. I'm not sure. Let's up that though. Up it to like 30,000 there. Toll collector. Fairgrounds needs to get built first. Yeah, fairgrounds definitely needs to be the priority. We are at risk of a rebellion here. May just need to wait for some time for it to finish coding here. Maybe because I'm in an army. Let me go ahead and no, I don't want to really disband this because they will definitely yeah, I can't rebuild this yet. Huh. Interesting. Well, we do have quite a few we'll actually take that Praetorian there and that trained Equus Auxilia, and we'll leave them with some let's see here. Are there any Hastati in our party? Does not look like it. We don't really have many Hastati. Most of our troops are Triari or Praetorians. We can leave them with some Principes, though. Those will help with the security here. And it will continue to allow it to go up. And we will, I guess, leave Jared the Silent in control of this. That may not help, though. It may just hurt us a little bit. Debasement of currency is really killing the kingdom right now. I would like to rebuild that settlement, if possible. It's currently at risk of rebelling. It doesn't look like I can rebuild it. I think it's probably because I'm in an army. I'm going to go ahead and disband it. And then, yeah, it is because I was in an army. All right, let's go ahead and start naming some of these after some channel members. We'll go ahead and call this one Moses Castrum. Very nice. Romani, of course. And we will make a nice Roman castle right here. Very good indeed. And we'll put it right about... We should be able to put this here. Let's scroll through these and find one that belongs on the side of a mountain here. This one kind of looks like it belongs on the side of a mountain. And we'll go ahead and put this one right here. Put the gate right there. Boom. Rebuilding done. Now all we got to do is just reassign him as the governor. And then before we hit play, we are going to want to definitely reform the army. Thank you, Mr. Autosave, keeping the playthrough alive. In case we have any crashes or anything of the sort. I would generally recommend using the autosave, especially if you're playing with mods. But even for like base Bannerlord, I would definitely recommend it as well. This loading screen's sure taking a long time. Hopefully it isn't frozen. Sometimes it does freeze and we have to oh, there's the music. All right, we're good. Generally that means good things if you start hearing the music. There it goes. It should be starting to load here. We'll give it a minute. If not, I'll pause the recording and stitch the two back together. There we go. There we go. Moses Castrum. I maybe should have called it Castrum Moses, but I just named it without thinking. No matter though. And now we can equip Moses the Surgeon as the governor of his own castle. Very nice indeed. And before we click play, once again, want to bring these guys back into the fold, back into the army. There we go. We'll let them catch up to us. Very nice indeed. Now we have a few more towns here. I'm going to go ahead and add one more village here because it looks like they don't really have any food production. And let's go and name this one after another channel member. Let's go ahead and call this one. Should we bring back Grabber's Gorge? Grabber's Gorge. Very nice. And of course, Romani. And we will make it a nice little wheat farm down here. We'll put it, yeah, we'll put it down by the coast here. Get a nice skin for the wheat farm. There we go. That'll work. Need to kind of tilt this around a bit. That one looks a lot better, actually. We don't want this too close to another town, so we may move this around a little bit. Put that right there. They'll be growing wheat on the side of the mountain there. I like it a lot. And if you guys want settlements and companions named after you, all you got to do is become a channel member. I made the prices very, very reasonable. It's $1 a month to get a settlement named after you, or a town or a village or a castle. And it's essentially just there to keep a list for me of who I need to give things to, because I originally had it just through the comments, and that was a fucking nightmare to complete. I thought of doing a Google form as well, but I figured most people would not fill that out, so I ended up just going with the channel member thing, especially since I had just unlocked it too, and people were like, "How can I give you money?" And I kind of just rolled with that idea there. We're gonna wait for this loading screen right here. And again, dude, I just love the art in this mod. This screen like reminds me of like a Lionheart Bannerlord playthrough, you know? It's just very Lionheart-esque. I don't, if y'all haven't watched his videos, he makes some really, really good stuff. He does a lot of Total War, a lot of I think he still does Bannerlord. I'm not sure if he's really done that much Bannerlord, but definitely a cool thing to go check out if you have not already. All right, next objective will be Sajestica. I think, yeah, we'll do Sajestica next. They really have quite a few settlements, actually. They're quite a strong faction. And Anaconda is being besieged right now, as it is a rebel town here. We need to come this way. We need to also... Oh, Aaliyah gained a level. Very nice. All right, we're definitely going to... let's see, leadership and stewardship is already pumped. What's an easy way to gain experience? Probably like riding and scouting. So we'll give her a point into scouting there. Very nice. Yeah, and we need to also replenish the army here. We did lose some men here. And I will also replenish my troops as well. Let's go ahead and recruit those guys there. We're not going to get many from these small little cities here, but it is something, and it all does help. We're just going to hit up this little group of cities here until we are back up to full strength here. There we go. Very nice indeed. And we're actually going to be able to get some of these recruits too. I don't think I think they might be able to recruit from this town, but I know I can't right now. Yeah, they can recruit, but I can't. We'll head over to these two cities over here and get some more of that lovely recruitment going. I do have a collaboration coming up soon with Sacred Fire and Lord Commander, so hopefully that'll be tomorrow on Tuesday's live stream. We will be live streaming on Tuesday, on 5/27/25. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly the time. I will announce it on the Discord, and if you guys would like to get notified about that, of course, join the Discord. It is one of the links in the description down below. I believe it's the first link down there. But yeah, very, very useful indeed. If you like to get notified whenever I go live or when I post a new video, that all goes up right there, guys. I thought about stopping the premieres on the videos. I'm not sure if we like that. I don't know. I feel like the live chat's kind of cool though. I can always pop in there and say hi to everybody, but I kind of want those comments to stay that people make, you know. Not just for like engagement purposes, but if I don't see something in the live chat, then obviously I want to see it at some point. I need to find a way to do that. I believe we can actually recruit a couple of troops from here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to take Sajestica with this amount of men. We'll have to see. Looks like we have an enemy lord here though. He's gonna be able to outrun us. 3 enemy lords over here. Wow. Golden Horde has just declared war on Dacia. Ooh. 576 versus 576. That is a tough one. And actually 613 more like it. Not really any more opportune places to attack. I guess I could have gone around this way. That might have been a little bit faster. I didn't really think about it. Yeah, let's go ahead and attempt a siege here. We have 18 days until no food. So let's go over here and we're definitely not going to free them. A little bit of lag there. Let's go ahead and buy up some of their grain. Extend our food supplies and decimate theirs. Anaconda election has started. We'll go ahead and besiege the town here. We're going to make trebuchets once again the best way to siege a town with trebuchets. You can vote for the new owner of Anaconda. Let's see. Who do I need relationship with? 7118. I'm going to vote for Satros here. I think he was the previous owner of Anaconda, or maybe it was the Lucretia clan. They might have actually lost their Italia, Claudia. Okay, we're going to give it to Satros though. That should raise our influence or our relationship with them. All right, we are waiting for the siege camp to get set up here. This will be kind of a close siege, I would imagine. I may break down the walls. That may make it a little bit easier for us. And I might actually end up starving them out because we actually do have the food to do so now. That might be ideal. Definitely want to get a lot of stuff built here. They may come to confront us with an army here as well. We will have to see though. Kind of highly doubt it because we are a decently powerful force, and I could actually call in more banners right now, but we can't do that during a siege. There's quite a few of them available here. May want to take advantage of that. Couple of hits there on our catapults. They did build a ballista, which is possibly the it is a fire ballista, but it's still not. Oh wow, everyone's declaring war on the Dacians. They are getting ganged up on right now for sure. I was gonna say gang banged, but that's not exactly the right word for that. Oh man, I cracked myself up. Go ahead and move that to the reserve, and we actually are making a decent amount of money now. After we take Sajestica, ooh, there's an army there. They may want to try to fight us. I don't think they have the troops to do that though. 200 is quite lacking in terms of oh, Anaconda rebels destroyed. Very nice. I don't know how Anaconda, I think it's just the debasement of currency. I think that's the real problem here for our kingdom right now. Definitely one thing that I want to do is when we hit leadership, I think it's leadership here. Yeah, +1 party size for each point above 250. Or no, one clan party limit. That's what I need. Yeah, 1 clan party limit. An extra one of those would be huge. I definitely need to pump my points into social and intelligence here. And we can put the focus points elsewhere, obviously, because we've already maxed out those stats. And some people were telling me, "Oh, you need to have better combat skills." Not exactly with this kind of a late game build, and especially one where you're going to be fighting with a kingdom rather than creating your own kingdom here very early on. Looks like Aaliyah gained a point here in engineering. That's very nice. I'd say build speed of range siege engines would help us out here. Not sure if that's actually augmenting that at all. All right, we'll go ahead and bring these all out at the same time now. There we go. Here they come. They're going to get a couple of hits on those, and then we should just completely decimate these guys. We could starve out the militia here. They do have, or the garrison here. They do have quite a few troops here. I don't really want to break the walls down, though. That's something I definitely don't want to do. Just due to the fact that breaking down the walls is a really bad idea. Especially in a settlement that's in enemy territory. We mostly just want to keep the catapults destroyed while we go ahead and build up our stuff here. All right, we can go ahead and lead an assault now. I think I will let the trebuchets and the archers start to take care of these guys. I'm definitely going to take command of the archers for sure. And I think we should do pretty well on the walls. I think we will win those fights pretty decisively, especially with the Praetorian Guard going up there. All right, so we have one group of archers, and then let's see here. We need another group of infantry. Here we go. And we need some of those guys pushing the oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. We need those guys on the siege ram. We need you guys on that. You guys on that. Very nice. And then archers in the middle here in loose formation for me. And I will go run up and deploy the archers right away. And they should if I delegate them, or will they start pushing it on their own? Okay, it looks like they're going to push it on their own. That's nice. Okay, both of those are moving. All three of those are moving. Very nice. Okay, let's bring the archers up. Get these guys off of the walls here. I do not appreciate them shooting my men here. All right, let's bring the archers up to right there. It's good to me. Oh, horse taking a hit there. Horse taking a couple of hits there. This time I will play this a bit more carefully. Some very nice trebuchet shots coming in. I know the catapults are better, technically. What are these guys doing here? Are they attempting to break down the gate? Okay, yeah, you guys are not supposed to be coming up here. I think I may have fucked up there. That's okay. No big deal. We definitely want to set these archers up right here. Want them to deploy in this gap here. There we go. Set the archers up. Let them go to work here. Yeah, our archers are winning the archer duel for sure. They will also help out the siege engines here. We do have a few more guys breaking off to start damaging the gate, which I don't know why they would be doing that really, but let the AI cook, as I always say. These look like they're cavalrymen and a couple of velites. I guess they're getting some early damage onto the gate. They're actually doing quite a bit of damage. They'll break through in a couple of minutes doing that, but with the siege ram rolling up, I don't really see a point in that. Looks like it is this group right here. Can't really make them pull back, but that's okay, no matter. Wow. A lot of those throws are actually quite accurate. A lot of javelins falling down though as well. The archers are suppressing them quite nicely. We'll go and leave the archers where they are at. Hopefully none of them got pushed too far forward by the siege equipment here. Yeah, the archers are doing wonders here in suppressing these guys. Very nice indeed. They've lost 49. We've only lost 5. The siege may end up going far more in my favor than I expected it to. All of the Pila throws are helping out as well. Maybe not hitting people, but still doing a decent job here. The Velites being within the infantry formations is also pretty cool. Looks like some of them are going to break down the gate. Not exactly sure what they're doing. I'd like them to get on the get on their siege equipment here. Please get on the siege ram. Thank you, guys. Start heading up that siege tower. That would be good. A lot of javelins flying up there at the Velites, or from the Velites. The archers are now opening up. As you can see, it is pretty effective indeed. Lots of archers opening up on these guys. We want these guys to actually go up this, so let me try moving them back and then moving them up to it again. Tell them to charge, maybe. Yep, they're gonna start going up that. Very good. There we go, that's what we wanted. Tell them to do the same thing. And they should all head up that siege tower. There we go. Now they're starting to head up the siege tower. Oh, it looks like a few of them have decided to come down. The archers should deal with those guys, if not that guy stabbing him there. Very nice. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So we need to take this fourth group of infantry here and send them towards the gate. There we go. They should start going in to break the gate. Maybe not. Get out of the way, please. I cannot see shit. All right, let me dismount here. All right. Come break the gate, please. All right, there we go. They should start breaking the gate now. They might start going through the gate. I'm not exactly sure. They should be going through the gate. Let me delegate these guys, actually. Let me see if that works. There we go. It looks like they may start trying to break through this gate here. Probably not, though. I may have to get this started here. Might have to break this gate down on my own. It looks like we're winning the fight mostly anyways up on the walls, so hacking this down may not do anything. And they might drop a rock on me, but that's okay. Let me just tell these guys to follow me, actually. That'll probably help here a little bit. There we go. That's what we wanted. I am already getting some damage on the gate, though. There we go. Now we're getting some damage on this, especially with the Equace, because they have that big Spatha here. We are about to break through here. All right, yeah, there we go. We have a decent amount of troops over here now. All right, let's go ahead and pull out the javelins. Throw them, oh, not into the head of the Equus, please. Want to throw them slightly over their heads into the back of those guys. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Killed one there. Start hacking through these boys here. Engage. Go ahead and start stabbing through here. Should be able to get some decent hits on these guys. I'm taking some hits here. There we go. Starting to break through. Sounds like we're breaking through up on the walls too. Yeah, looks like some of the first guys are coming down off the walls. There we go. Let's go in first person here. This is pretty cool. I'm liking this a lot, actually. Looks like we have surrounded them and are starting to massacre them. Cut through this Falksman here. Yeah, we haven't done enough fighting in this series, so let's do some more here. There we go. Taking out some of the Dryadic clan warriors here. Set everyone to charge here. They have 11 remaining. And we have taken Sajestica, the very glorious looking Septimus here in his brand new white armor that he had commissioned for this special Dryadic campaign. And that is all she wrote, folks. 95 influence gain, 98 renown, 33 morale, and 68% of the loot. And I really should be receiving 100% of the loot if you think about it, as my companion members are the only ones in the party with me, so that definitely helps out as well. Did not lose very many, indeed. We lost about 20, it looks like that. Yeah, it looks like about 20. Definitely need to get some more infantry going, though. Probably lost mostly infantry there. Maybe a couple of cavalry as well. This may be something that I keep here. Yeah, I'm going to go and hold on to that. That looks pretty sick. Let's sort by value here. See if we can find it. Yeah, it is the... That looks like a pretty good weapon for horseback, honestly. And we'll go ahead and take the rest of that. Very nice indeed. And we will take the Sajestica settlement for ourselves. Very nice. We have captured Sajestica. We've gained a point in medicine. Very nice indeed. Yeah, dead cavalry troops. Recover the mounts of dead cavalry troops is pretty good. Yeah, we will do that. Olia's got a leadership point. Very nice. 2 experience to all troops in the party per day is very, very good. Give her a much stronger party here. Who am I going to make the governor here? Probably Jared the Silent, I assume. That would be the ideal situation here. All right, we'll go ahead and leave the city. And we will rebuild the settlement here. It's quite a prosperous settlement, though. We'll have to disband the army really quick. Then go into the settlement and click the rebuild function here. And let's go and name this one after another channel member. Let's go find somebody here. Let's see. Let's call this Walter's End. Got to be proper with it. Walter's End. Very nice. And it will be a Romani settlement. Docks here seems quite fitting. Where is the gate to this, though? Do not see the gate. Oh, the gate appears to be right there. Okay, that's why. That makes a lot of sense. And we can go ahead and set the settlement up right here. Don't want to sink these into the ground too much, because it does make it quite hard to actually plant down the siege equipment on a defense. So we'll go ahead and there should be a spot here somewhere. Should be a nice large city here. There we go. We got the point for the town there. Nah, I wanna reposition this slightly here. We want to raise this up until we see the bottom of the gate there. There you go. And we'll place it right there. Go and put the flag point right there. And yet another settlement taken for the Roman Empire. We are actually growing our clan's prowess here quite significantly. We're going to start running out of governors, though. We have quite a few clan members leading armies and doing other things as well. And the way to do this, by the way, in order to build a very, very strong clan, is to promote companions. That is the ideal way to do things. And I think I will be promoting my first companion in this episode here, giving them a fief, probably Empirus, as it is the furthest fief away from our domain. I wish there was a culture conversion mod. That would be really, really cool. All right. Before these guys get swooped up into another army, we'll go ahead and rejoin them to the force here. And they should be able to take recruits from here. Yes, they can take recruits from there. We'll head down this way right here. And we have taken two very, very significant Sajestica settlements, or Dacian settlements, rather. We'll flip this around to the orientation that we are used to. We have grown the Roman Empire quite a bit here in this episode so far. Now, I believe we have a governor assigned there. We have a governor assigned. Yes, we do. Yes, Walter's in. There we go. And who's in command of it? It's Jared right now. I think Walter is leading a party. No, he's not. Let's actually put Walter in command of this. Oops, trying to click on it there. There we go. Oh, we can't assign a new governor while one is on the way. I'm not sure what Walter is doing right now. I think Walter's just in the party. Yeah, Walter the Bull in the party. He's actually a pretty decent steward already, so he should be able to take over there and start doing some good for us here. All right, let's go to the clan party screen here. Epirus, let's go ahead and limit the wage on that to about let's see here, how many they have. 164. It's limited to like 1,500, I think. And then Moses Castrum will get limited to 1,000 there. It is currently quite weak though. Limit that to 1,000 as well there. Walter's End will be limited to 1,500. This is generally the formula that I use for this. 1,500 for the towns and 1,000 for the castles. That is generally the way to go. Man, Empress can have a pretty large party size in there. Good lord. All right, we'll head over to this town here in order to replenish some troops. And we will see what kind of defenses these guys have for this city over here. The Dacians want to make peace with us. 556 defenders is pretty significant, so I think we will accept that peace. Reluctantly accept that peace, but we will accept it nonetheless. And that gives us time to do some kingdom management here. All right. And we did not have to give back any settlements, which is quite nice indeed. All right, let's go ahead and disband the army here. Even though we are technically in enemy territory here, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Just slowing us down the most here. Hurting? Looks like it. All right, we will recruit some more troops back to the force here. And we are able to, I think we just jumped clan tier, maybe. Did we? Did we just jump clan tier? No, it didn't. Why am I? Oh, it's probably because I have another town under my control. I have disabled the corruption feature on this mod. I really don't like it. It's a cool feature, but also it's not really meant for world conquest kind of playthroughs. So I generally don't use it when it comes to a mod like this. All right, we'll have to wait for that to be rebuilt here. And we'll head down here. We're getting a nice little fiefdom going here. Let's go ahead and swap out who the governor is here at Walter's End. And swap him out with Walter the Bull here. He has some better effects. There we go. Walter governing his own settlement there. Very nice. I may as I start to expand the empire, I may start to give settlements to my companions and promote them into lords, and then I can marry them off to other ladies in the kingdom, and that allows me to further expand my clan. Because right now my clan is basically family members, so 10 family members and then 6 companions. If we are able to promote these people into the family, into the clan here, we are able to give them their own fiefdom and possibly marry them into another family so that they are able to do some other fun things. All right, let's see. We'll do fairgrounds first. Castellan's office already being here is very, very nice indeed. We definitely need the militia grounds. Definitely need the training fields. We'll finish the toll collector there. Then we'll build a workshop and maybe upgrade the walls. I think we're going to be fine though. We'll leave that be there. We need to go manage Walter's End here. And I think we or Alea. Oh no, Rustica has an upgrade. Very nice and one-handed. Larger protection area from shields, definitely. She probably fought and won a tournament. She is a pretty formidable fighter. We are getting quite a bit of oh nice. We really don't want to marry her off though, just because she'll join that clan. That's not exactly ideal. If we were going to marry her off to someone, it would need to be a companion that is now a lord. That would be the ideal way to do this. All right, let's go ahead and replenish that one troop, or those 2 troops that we are missing, as we have dismissed Walter the Bull here. And let's go ahead and let's see. Staying at Walter's End. Yeah, let's go ahead and recall him to the party. Is that Jared? Yep, that's Jared the Silent. Very nice indeed. I do keep the end of the name there, so it's pretty cool. Yep, we're at 303 now, so we actually need to get rid of someone. Just be one of these recruits that we get rid of here. Let's go and upgrade everybody first, though. We are getting a quite sizable party now, which is always nice to see. There we go. Now we are at the correct size. Let's go and replenish a bit of the cavalry. We'll pull Jared back up to the top here. Now we only have 2 people in here, Tyler the Black and Jared the Silent, as we are granting governorship roles around the kingdom. It's going to give him quite a bit more construction, and 30,000 should be enough to get everything done here that we need to do. Training fields, definitely. Go and unmark all these here real quick. Training fields workshop would be good. Let's see though. Aqueducts is always nice too. Marketplace is always good. Granary's good, yeah. I don't want to build the granary next though. I'd like to build the training fields next. And we'll get some food and some other things going as well. Yeah, we'll just queue up a full load of stuff here. Very nice indeed. Let's go check out the garrison here. It looks pretty good. Pretty solid. We only have 4 Praetorian Horse Guard. They are quite hard to obtain. They actually do use a different horse armor there, which is quite cool. They're a bit of a different unit compared to the regular horse units that we have. They are much, much better. They don't use the best horse armor, of course, because they're city patrol guards mostly. We have a sizable fiefdom now, and I think everything in the kingdom management side is pretty good right now. Olivia, okay, where's that at? Oh, Olivia. Probably somewhere over here to the east. Yep, there we go. Olivia. Dacian. Okay. So we've actually made a city rebel against them. That's very nice. And we have a staging point to launch our next sieges. Looks like we just have one town to take and a few castles. Is that maybe a city as well? That looks like a city. So it looks like we have 3 cities left to take with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 castles and maybe a another city down here if they end up reclaiming that. The Golden Horde may actually sweep in and steal that. If not, oh wow. Is that Byzantium? No, it's not. Okay. I thought they had claimed the city of Constantinople there. I was going to be very impressed. But no, that's not Byzantium here. It's down right here. By the way, this is why we call it the Byzantine Empire, because the city was originally called Byzantium until the Constantine I of the Byzantine Empire, where it was renamed into Constantinople. And then now modern day Istanbul, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. My geography is a little bit shaky, especially my modern geography is quite shaky indeed. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this episode up here with a little bit of kingdom management. We'll go check on Musham Castle and see how it is doing, as it is the least prosperous fief in the kingdom. It's losing 208 per day. I wonder how that is happening. May just be due to the governor. Let's see here. It's sniper the wrong tier. We're upgrading the walls. We definitely need to get the Castellan's office going. We are losing some food. We have 95 security and very good loyalty. The only problem is the debasement of currency. Debasement of currency is really killing us. There's 0 support for getting rid of this though, because why? I don't know. I have no idea why. But it would be very nice if we could get rid of this shit, because it is terrible for the for that stuff. Trial by jury. That's actually not. Oh no, clans lose 1. Ooh, settlement production is reduced by 5. That's actually a really good policy. The 2 loyalty per day definitely makes up for that stuff. Ruler gains 5%, lose 1 prosperity per day. Military achievements, troop wages are increased. That may make it very hard for expansion. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do a little bit of the castle management here. Definitely want to get those walls upgraded. It's only going to take 10 more days, so that's very, very nice indeed. Want to upgrade that as well as this stuff too. Just want the Castellan's office to be first there. The Castellan's office reduces the garrison wages by 30% at its maximum level, which is very, very convenient indeed. What can we do to help this settlement out? I think we'll place another city up here. I like to populate the map a bit more than it is. Let's go ahead and build a village, and we will tie it to Musham Castle. Let's see here. What are we going to call this place here? Let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring back Cavania. Yeah, I want to bring back Cavania. Give Kevin a town. Kevin is a very frequent commenter on the videos. What do they do up in the mountains, though? An iron mine, maybe? I feel like some food would be a good thing to produce here. We could either do a vineyard or a wheat farm. We could also do fishers and have them fish off the cliff there. That sounds pretty cool. We'll go ahead and just do a vineyard, though, as the vineyards are quite sparsely populated through here. We'll go ahead and set this right in front of the retreat. To get the right model, though. Oh, that's woodcutters. That's mining. Woodcutters again. Mining again. That's not the correct farm. There should be one with some vineyard fields here. That's not it either. I think we've gone through all of them though. Well, if so, we can do like a little mountainside vineyard here. Ooh, maybe we'll put it right here. That may be pretty cool. Yeah, that looks dope, honestly. That looks so cool. A little mountainside vineyard. Right there. There we go. That is looking quite good indeed. And they'll be trade bound to Putavium, I believe. We'll wait for the reload here, and then we'll go and wrap up the episode as a whole. I've been really enjoying this series because the diplomacy mod makes it so much easier to actually wage wars here. Otherwise, it becomes quite tedious and annoying. You can't start a war and finish a war very easily. But with the circumventing the ability, or with the ability to God damn it, I cannot speak right now. It's been a very, very long day. But I can circumvent the starting the wars by raiding villages, and then I can end the wars very quickly by taking towns. So they really have no way of responding to us. And once Empress Regea gets too old and dies, I think we'll have a pretty good shot at taking control here. Achievements are disabled. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you, game. All right. Anyways, guys, we will go ahead and wrap this episode up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who's watched the series up until this point. Y'all know that I don't ask for likes. I don't ask for subscriptions, but I will ask you guys to leave me a comment. I love to talk to you guys. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and thank the channel members, and then we'll peace out of this one. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. Thank you guys so much for continuing to be channel members. If you guys want that shout out and those member perks, go ahead and become a channel member today. It does help out the channel a lot. It helps me buy some Warhammer models to paint on stream and to upload some shorts about. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe out there, and peace out.